So our first today's subject is karma.
Hästi, meie tänane esimene teema on karma.
It's a very, very sensitive subject, I would say,
See on väga tundlik teema,
because people do not like to hear about it.
sest inimestele ei meeldi sellest kuulda.
And in spite of that, the word is very popular.
Ja vaatamata sellele see sõna on väga populaarne.
But the problem is that people who very often use this word actually do not understand its meaning.
Aga probleem on selles, et inimesed, kes seda kasutavad, tihti ei saa selle tähendusest aru.
Everybody in the world, everybody wants to be happy, healthy, rich, thin,
Kõik inimesed maailmas tahavad
and to live very, very long.
saledad, rikkad ja elada, ja kaua elada.
At least nobody wants to die.
No vähemalt keegi ei taha surra.
And nobody wants to be ill, to be poor,
Keegi ei taha olla haige, vaene,
to be unhappy,
õnnetu.
to be, in a diplomatic way, not very much thin.
Ja diplomaatiliselt öeldes, no mitte
And people die
liiga pelge.
anyway,
Surevad ikkagi
everywhere.
igal pool.
Why?
Miks?
Why it happens?
Miks see juhtub?
Because mostly, particularly in the recent time, everywhere people are told that they are masters of their life.
Sest et eriti just viimasel ajal inimestele räägitakse, et nemad on oma elu juhid või meistrid.
That everybody can do anything with one life.
Et ühe elu jooksul võib kõike teha.
Everybody is a master of one's life, and everybody can change everything.
Et igaüks on oma elu juht ja igaüks võib muuta kõike või mida iganes.
This concept is very much popular among modern psychologists.
See on tänapäeva psühholoogias väga levinud vaatenurk.
And at different courses of development, of life improvement, or things like that. There are so many such courses.
Erinevad enesearengu kursused, väga palju selliseid kursused.
Where people are told that one thing they actually is needed, just to want something, very much want it, and you will get it.
Kus inimestele õpetatakse, et on vaja lihtsalt midagi väga-väga tahta ja sa saad selle.
In simple words, this concept looks like this.
Lihtsalt öelduna see kontseptsioon näeb välja selline.
But question arises, whether people do not want to be happy, rich, healthy, and so on.
Et ikkagi küsimus, et kui inimesed
Whether.
Kas inimesed tahavad olla rikkad, õnnelikud, saledad?
They mean well all the time
Nad tahavad head kogu aeg.
and do everything for themselves, to improve themselves, and so on.
Ja teevad kõike selleks, et ennast parendada.
But why very few reach those targets? I mean, health, richness, happiness, and so on.
Aga miks ainult vähesed jõuavad sihtkohta, ehk siis, et see maja, rikkus, õnnelikkus?
Why so many people predominantly fail on this road, on the road to their targets?
Miks paljud inimesed ebaõnnestuvad sellel teekonnal oma sihtmärgini jõudmisel?
The reason is very simple.
See põhjus on väga lihtne.
People do not aware about their lives.
Inimesed ei ole oma elust teadlikud.
They do not understand how life is made and how life works.
Nad ei saa aru, kuidas elu luuakse ja kuidas elu töötab.
And the reason, as I said, is very simple. People do not know that, in fact, life is a reflection of people's consciousness.
Inimesed tihti ei tea, et elu on nende enda teadvuse peegeldus.
The same like when you are in a cinema
Sama nagu kui sa kinos oled
and you saw a movie on a screen.
ja sa näed kinoekraanil filmi,
Screen is a reflection.
siis see ekraan peegeldus.
Movie itself on a DVD or on whatever, I don't know, maybe on some appliance or DVD or so.
See film ise, kas ta on seal DVD peal või mingi muul infokandjal,
And when we see movie,
kui me näeme filmi,
the question is, can you change something in this movie?
siis küsimus on selles, et kas sa saad selles filmis midagi muuta.
When you don't like the movie, the scenario and what's going on it, can you change it?
Kui sulle see film ei meeldi, kas stsenaarium või veel midagi, siis kas sa saad seda filmi muuta?
Yes or no?
Jah või ei?
Why?
Miks?
Tell me please, why?
Öelge mulle, miks?
Answer is obvious.
No, vastus on ilmselge.
You do not have access to the source of this movie, to that DVD.
Teil ei ole selle filmi allikale ligipääsu, selle DVD peal oleva filmi allikale.
Absolutely the same situation is in our lives.
Täpselt sama on ka meie elus.
Our life is a reflection, as I said, of our consciousness, but in fact, more precisely, our life is a reflection of our karma.
Nagu ma ütlesin varem, siis meie elu on meie teadvuse peegeldus ja veel täpsemalt öeldes meie karma peegeldus.
That's why when people want to be rich, happy, healthy, thin, and live eternally,
Seetõttu, kui inimesed tahavad olla rikkad, õnnelikud, saledad,
they fail.
Siis nad ebaõnnestuvad.
Because their life is a reflection not of their wishes, hopes, and so on, but is a reflection of their karma.
Sest elu ei ole nende soovide ja lootuste peegeldus, vaid on nende karma peegeldus.
Another example, just for your better understanding of this subject.
Veel üks näide paremaks arusaamiseks.
When you buy DVD where a movie is written, say, recorded, say, Matrix, for instance, famous movie.
Ühe DVD, kus on näiteks see Matrixi film.
And when you put this DVD into your player,
Kui te panete DVD mängijasse,
will you expect to see Titanic, for instance?
siis ootate, et sealt tuleb Titanicu film.
It sounds silly,
See kõlab tobedalt.
doesn't it?
Kas pole nii?
And the reason is obvious, again.
Põhjus on jällegi ilmselge.
We can see on a screen only that which is on the DVD.
Me näeme ekraanil ainult seda, mis DVD peal on.
And when you want to see, to watch Titanic, you must take out this matrix and put in Titanic.
Kui sa tahad Titanicu filme vaadata, siis tuleb Matrixi film välja võtta sealt aparaadist ja panna Titanicu filme saama.
Absolutely the same happens with our lives.
Täpselt sama juhtub ka või toimub ka meie eludega.
Our life, as I said, is not a reflection of our wishes and of our hopes. It's a reflection of our karma.
Nagu ma ütlesin, meie elu ei ole meie soovide ja lootuste peegeldus, vaid meie karma peegeldus.
And when you want to change something in your life, you must firstly change your karma.
Kui sa tahad midagi oma elus muuta, siis on vaja kõigepealt karmat muuta.
This is foundation of karma yoga.
See on karma jooga alustala.
The most important yoga and the most important science among all Vedic sciences.
See on Veda teaduse kõige olulisem osa.
And tantric science as well.
Ja tantra teaduse oluline osa samuti.
Why?
Miks?
Because our life is made of karma.
Sest meie elu koosneb karmast.
And to change our life, as I said, we must change our karma first.
Ja nagu ma ütlesin, selleks, et oma elu muuta, on vaja
Why people fail?
miks inimesed ebaõnnestuvad?
There is another reason.
On veel üks põhjus.
Imagine,
Kujutage ette.
imagine, you have a computer
Teil on arvuti
and something happened with your computer,
ja midagi juhtub.
some problem, technical problem.
Mingi tehniline probleem.
Can you fix it?
Kas te saate seda parandada?
In case you are not specialists in computers, in hardware or software or so.
Kui te ei ole IT-spetsialist,
Can you fix it?
kas te saate seda parandada?
Tell me please, why?
Öelge mulle palun, miks?
Why?
Miks?
Why? Because you, of course, you must have special knowledge and skill to do that.
Sest teil peab olema selleks vajalikud teadmised ja oskused, et seda teha.
Is it so?
On see nii?
Another question.
Veel üks küsimus.
Tell me please, approximately of course,
Öelge mulle palun, no umbes.
what is more sophisticated, your single life or a common computer?
Kas teie üks elu või siis üks tavaline arvuti? Kumb on lihtsam? Või kumb on raskem, keerulisem?
Of course, your life is million times more sophisticated than all computers in the world combined.
Ehk siis, et sinu elu on kindlasti palju keerulisem kui
Maybe
arvutit ühte kokku.
trillions of times.
Võib-olla triljon korda isegi.
Why? Because we have very many lives. The chain of lives.
Siis meil on väga palju erinevaid elusid, on elude kett või ahel.
Very many incarnations.
Väga palju taassünde.
And we actually have so many karmas comparing to the universe. Maybe in a single case of any common individual, there are more karmas than atoms in the world, in the universe, for
Meil on nii
instance.
palju karmasid, ehk siis, et neid on lausa rohkem kui neid aatomid universumis.
Enormous number of karmas,
Tohutu hulk,
innumerable.
täiesti loendamatu arv.
And when we compare a single life
Ühte elu
and possible changes there
ja võimalikke muutusi selles
with the fixing of computer,
arvuti parandamisega,
it is obvious that to fix our karma is much more difficult,
on ilmselge, et meie karma parandamine on palju raskem.
to say the least,
No vähemasti, see kõige vähim, mis
than to fix any computer.
et kui parandada arvutit võrreldes sellega.
And again, quite obvious that special science, special knowledge, special skills will be needed for that.
Ja on ilmselge, et selle jaoks on vaja spetsiaalseid oskusi ja teadmisi.
If to fix simple computer, special knowledge is needed, of course, special knowledge will be needed to fix one's karma.
Kui on vaja arvuti parandamiseks spetsiaalseid teadmisi ja oskusi, siis on samuti vaja selle karma parandamiseks ka teadmisi ja oskusi.
But people do not aware about that subject.
Inimesed ei ole sellest teemast teadlikud.
They silly think that they can change their life and make everything out of it.
Nad rumalukesed arvavad, et nad võivad oma elu muuta ja kõike muuta.
That's the reason why people fail in these attempts.
See ongi see põhjus, miks inimesed ebaõnnestuvad oma katsetes.
Why there are so many ill people, poor people, unhappy people,
On nii palju haigeid, vaeseid, õnnetuid
and people after all die.
ja lõpuks kõik inimesed surevad.
Nobody wants to be ill, nobody wants to be unhappy, nobody wants to be poor, but everybody is.
Keegi ei taha olla haige, vaene, õnnetu ja ometi
Almost everybody.
kõik, no peaaegu kõik on.
Now you have idea why it's happening.
No nüüd teil on ettekujutus, et miks see niimoodi